So here we have a pre-owned 2014 Maserati Ghibli. This one comes in the SQ4 trim level, black on black leather. The powertrain consists of a 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 engine mated to an 8-speed shiftable automatic transmission. That gets us 404 horsepower, 406 pound-feet of torque. This one just has a little over 41,000 miles. So we're gonna see how it's held up for being a little over 10 years old and that kind of mileage. But to the front end here, beautiful front fascia, high intensity discharge headlamps, LED daytime running lights. And ever since this came out, it's been like a dream car for me. It's such a pretty vehicle and you can get these so cheap right now. 18-inch wheels down here, like that design. Passive keyless entry on the front. You get memory seat functions there. Wood grain, power door lock controls, one-touch up and down windows on all 4 doors. Rear window lock is here. You get power folding side mirrors. Those are also heated. And there's your trunk release there. Headlamp controls, push button start. And then you get a power tilt telescopic steering wheel. There's a driver's seat, 4-way power lumbar support. And still, leather's held up pretty nicely for the mileage, I think. But I want to give a huge thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and Auto Pro Nashville for allowing me to review this Ghibli today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on any used vehicle you might be interested in. Now, I will say the leg room on these was not the best for this car. So I really cannot fit back here. That's the space I have sitting behind myself. But it is what it is. Little creek there. Bottle holders here. And then you have a little storage pocket that has a 12-volt and a USB-A port, which is pretty cool. And then you have your lower latch anchors here for your car seats. And then the top tethers are on the top of the back right there. But still a pretty cool car, especially if you're just gonna be out here cruising by yourself, maybe have the kids. But again, it'd be kind of difficult to fit bigger adults like myself in the back and then also in the front. Now I have the vehicle in sport mode so you can hear that exhaust. Love that sound. But pretty good trunk space. I feel like we could have had a bit less and then got more rear leg room, but it is what it is. Spares underneath there. I don't know what kind of kit that is. That's interesting. But just love the sound of the car overall. The engine sounds good. The exhaust sounds fantastic. If you pull this here, get a good grip. Folds flat, you can run longer objects through to the front. And then pretty easy to just lock it back into place. Here we have our power front passenger seat with 4-way power lumbar support. I'm gonna hop in here. So if you were sitting somebody taller behind the passenger seat, that might be easier because as you can see, to sit here comfortably, I don't have to necessarily be that far back, but whew, it is freezing outside. But I forgot to pop the hood, so give me 1 second. Couldn't feel my hands. There's that 3-liter twin turbocharged V6. let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So leather wrap steering wheel here. There's a horn to the radio. If you're used to the Chryslers, that's pretty much identical to what we have here. All the icons and everything set up the same. Volume knob here, tune knob there. In terms of radio, you get AM, FM, satellite, CD drive, and you also have Bluetooth audio, SD card reader, USB port, and an aux input. Dual zone automatic climate controls, which you can control either from the screen or you have buttons down below. Your hazards are there as well, and then the SD card readers here, the CD drives there. Heated seats, 2 stages on both sides. Navigation system. And then your phone settings and the Bluetooth is paired. And then in here you can go through all of your settings for the backup camera, the doors, all of that can be configured the way you want it. Backup cameras there. Now the shifter's pretty interesting. You have to grab the lever back here, pull down, and then same thing with putting it back. But then you can also go to drive and then hit that M button to put it into the manual mode. So an interesting setup for a shifter, I think. But traction control toggles there, that manual mode's here. You have your increased control and efficiency mode there, and your sport mode there, and then you can make sure both of those are off for just the normal drive mode. You have a cigarette lighter there. Love the wood grain, that's a nice touch there. It looks nice, feels nice. And then your aux input and your USB inputs right there. You can stow that as well. Center console cubby space. Decent size. You have a 180 watt 12 volt, which is nice, and then 2 bottle holders in there. Now those are more typical bottle holders as opposed to the cup holders up there. Right here, sunroof controls. You get a manual sunshade, so you can one-touch slide that back. It goes all the way back, which is nice. And then the same thing to shut it. But there's a look at the back seat from up here. Garage door transmitter, your lights, all of that controls are right there. And here we have our vanity mirror. Now back to the steering wheel, blinkers, high beams, and then your intermittent wipers right there. And then just push this in for the front fluid. And then our cruise control, on, off, set the speed, Bluetooth, or I should say the phone button is there, voice recognition, and then we can use this, all this right here to go through the digital part of the gauge cluster in the middle. And then you can just press this to go from kilometers to miles per hour. Now push button start, again, over there. Key fob right here.